better. So she just shortened her neck up just a little bit. She's right at vertical, which is really nice. And in training level, they don't want them up really high in the front. They want them a little bit low, you know, a little bit deeper, but not on the forehand, not dumping down way low, okay? So again, you're just talking to her constantly, and a halt transition. Fingers talking, use your body to stop it. Don't stop your head. Fingers talking. That's right, because she yields away from you. There you go. And then walk forward again. So in the halt transitions, again, trying to get it to come from your body and not from your hands. Go ahead and trot.
So we'll give her a chance to get warmed up here. We're not going to ask her to really be marching around until she gets herself moving. That was a good corner. So like I said, you want to make sure that corners have corners and circles don't have corners. And you don't need to be super deep. They really don't want you super deep in the corner at this level. Only when you get up to second level and from there on out, they want you really using those corners deep. That's right. So she's just warming up, so she's a little on the slow side. This would be too slow for a test, but it's okay since she's just kind of getting herself moving. I don't like to make these guys just start blasting out right from the beginning, because they need that time, you know. They need to get moving. They need to get their bodies, like, they got such big bodies, it takes them a little bit to get them going. All right, make a 20-meter circle down at A. Down there at A, we're going to work on that 20-meter circle. So again, remembering it comes out to between P and B. So turn now, so you don't make a corner. So it starts at A, and so once it starts at A, the next 4 turns do not have corners. It's that nice round bend and consistent circle size. That's it, squeezing that right rein just a little bit. So you're showing us bend. Being that there you go. Now you do go into the corner after A. So now your circle finished at A. You will use a little bit of corner. Go ahead and ask her to trot on just a little bit here. A little bit more. There you go. That would be your trot for a test. That's it. Keep it going. A little bit more. There's your trot for a test. All right. Again, I have to keep reminding you where that. And now she's got a better connection in the front, right? So once she started getting that, that's that hind end to front end connection that's so important. All right. Down at B, a 20-meter circle. Remember, it goes out almost between P and B and almost between R and S. That's not quite. So you make sure she's bending. And these guys have, you know, shorter necks. And shorter, she's got a shorter body too. You have to really show a decent bend so that you don't get a score of not showing any bend or not enough bend. So there's a little exaggeration. Lower right leg, feel that she's stepping her haunches out. This is the other thing that's what Katie and I were working on. It's interesting because you will feel her step away from your leg, but is she stepping away from the shoulders or is she stepping away from the haunches? So that left rein controls the shoulder as your right leg pushes the hind end out. All right? Good. And then if B goes straight ahead, and I want you to try to bring her shoulders slightly off the rail and keep her haunches on the rail, like a shoulder in, shoulder for feeling. There you go. Now you know the haunches are stepping away. So that gives you a chance to feel those haunches stepping away. Really good. Shoulder nice. 4. Shoulder 4 is really important to create straightness of the hind legs. Shoulder 4 again on the long side, so that's bringing the shoulders slightly off the rail, keeping a little bend with the right rein, so the right rein still has to show a little bend with it, so she's not totally straight. There you go. Right rein shows some bend. Can't hear me? Right rein has to show a little bend. Hands stay down, and a little more energy with that again. Nice with the shoulder. That was more like a shoulder in. Shoulder 4 is like a baby shoulder in. It's not quite as off the rail. It's not quite on 3 tracks. So shoulder in again, but shoulder 4 again. So just barely up the rail. This is riding the horse from that inside leg to that outside rein. Well, Sonia's getting suspension in her trot now. Keep it real forward. Keep it real forward. Inside leg, outside rein. That's the connection you want. Shoulder 4 helps the horse to get that connection, helps you as a rider to feel that connection. One more time, shoulder 4 on the long side. As you do this shoulder 4, I'm going to have you do shoulder 4. Increase the trot a little bit. And now straighten her, but still ride inside leg, outside rein, even straight. That's right. So that's riding that inside leg, outside rein connection. Really good. Let her walk a set. Nice forward feel, forward feel. Two halting. Trot. Do it again. Trot again. Remember, you gotta love your transitions, Hugo. You gotta love every one of them, or you do it again. And a nice walk transition again. Legs stay on, legs stay on. So you If she got the brakes really easy from your body, she's easier on your listen to your body than the other horse. Yeah, she comes back to your body better. So you're gonna have to keep your lower leg on a little bit with her, so she doesn't over listen to your body. Trot again. This is where they're all such little individuals.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do that walk transition again. And you're gonna keep your lower leg there. Just gradually, flow forward into it. That was it. That's a transition. That's an 8. The one you did before was a 5.
Wow.
That's mine dying. Shoot, I got too much stuff on me. So my radio died. I had to get another one. Okay, so that was the difference between an 8 and a 5 on that transition. Now, that makes a huge difference everywhere in a test. If you get 1 point higher on everything that you do, your score goes from a 55 to a 68. I mean, it's huge. And so every little thing has to be done methodically, where you really think through everything you're doing, right? Let's go ahead and change your direction. Good, nice walk. So you keep it marching like that. Let her stretch into your fingers just a tiny bit, not deep, not really deep in the front, but just where she's soft into your fingers, like that elasticy feeling from your elbows to her mouth. Right. This is your medium walk. Good. So if she's too high in the front, it's a little too much towards collected walk, and that won't give you a good score either. So not too deep then. Yeah, there's a fine line. That's the hard part. There's that fine line of when she's deep enough or when she's dumping on the forehand. All right, trot again. Good, right away forward. Yep. So those upward transitions, we keep talking about the downward transitions. We're going to talk about the upward ones a little bit as well. They need to march right into a nice trot. It's not where they jog a few steps and develop a trot. They have to go into a nice trot right away. So we'll walk again here. Remember, your lower leg needs to be there. Lower leg, flow forward into that walk transition and a trot transition. Make sure both legs go evenly, because if you use one leg stronger than the other, which we all have one leg stronger than the other, she'll pick up a canter. All right, I've made that mistake a lot of times where I go to ask for the trot and I want it nice and forward, and my right leg is stronger than my left, and boom, I get a canter transition. Right? All right, down at A, a 20-meter circle. Now this is a little bit backed off trot still, not quite forward enough here. And don't think speed up. Think drive her as if you want a bigger trot, but don't let it get faster. It's a lot of leg here. Come on, make her active behind. Forward, but not faster. That's right. She's got to stay forward without speed, and making sure her haunches are stepping away from that left leg. So I see her shoulder out and her haunches to the inside a little bit here. You got to feel like your leg yielding around that circle. She's actually pushing away from that, the haunches away from your leg. That's right. And the right ring catches the shoulder so she doesn't get too far out to the outside. There you go. Now she's stepping underneath her body. That's better bend. On the long side, a little shoulder fore again. Remember, it's only a little angle off the rail with the shoulders, not a full-on shoulder in where she's on 3 tracks. But it's getting her to ride from your inside leg to your outside ring correctly. That's right. Now increase the trot in shoulder fore. Keep her in shoulder fore. Hands stay down and increase it up. Now decrease the trot in shoulder fore. Collect the trot. The right rein squeeze. Your left leg keeps her on the haunches on the rail. And so changing the rhythm a little bit within the shoulder fore. Shoulder fore again. Shoulders come in a little bit. Increase the trot in shoulder fore. Hands down. Hands down low. Hands down low. There you go. Shoulder fore more. A little bit more. There you go. That's it. Good. And then let her stretch just a little bit with her head. There you go. So you soften back again, lowering that neck an inch or 2. It's creating you to let go shoulder fore again, creating you to let go, Hugo, because you tend to be real strong with your arms because you're a guy. I mean, men are just that way. And so you have to learn to be soft with your hands when you can be. All right? And it's really not with your hands, it's soft with your elbows. Your elbows get a little bit softer and allow her to, yeah, there's your frame. Yeah, that's your frame. She's got to drop that neck an inch or 2. And a bigger trot now. And circle at E. That's your trot for your chest right there. Oh, not right at you, remember. Oh,
Hugo, you're so good one side, and the other side you just you lose the out your brain there. Go back around and circle again at E. Remember, it's going to go out almost between P and V, and then back around almost between R and S. So E is the center point. Go out almost. Is your radio beeping? Okay. Yeah, it is.